How would you feel about doing some long exposure photography tonight? We'll put a different lens on the camera, has a special little filter on it called an ND filter. We'll go out to the beach where the tide is low and take some long exposure sunset shots tonight for that really cool, soft, creamy type look. This is going to be a fun one. So we'll put on a different lens that accommodates an ND filter. And an ND filter is like sunglasses for the camera. And it has 10 different settings of darkness. Depending on what the settings of our camera are, we can make the, the filter go to a darker setting to allow in less light and thus allowing us to keep our shutter open longer, creating that long exposure effect. Here's an example of how that ND filter works. Right now it's just wide open. The exposure time is set for 1 second, so the shutter will stay open for 1 full second. But when we start to apply the sunglasses, um, make the filter stop down a little bit, we can use a 1 second exposure and get it properly exposed. So we'll start to play around with that, see where we get, and come back in a minute. Now we have some cool clouds forming, and I wonder if we can get a long exposure that kind of flattens out the water and gets those cool clouds in the top also. So it gets a little tricky on dialing that in to make sure we can do that. So here we have f16, a shutter speed of 5 seconds, and let's just click that shutter button. Yeah, that might be good. I want to see if I can get the exposure time a little bit longer to flatten out the water some more. But again, it's a good start. Sometimes there's just so many people on the beach that it's hard to not get a shot with them in it. And even at our 15-second exposure, they're still coming out as little blurs, which is fine. It's our job as the photographer to move and get the shot that we want. It's not the job of the people to get out of our way, so that's something to keep in mind. And if we have a shot in mind, then we need to move however we need to get the shot that we want. However, check out these skies. They're really nice. They're really nice, and since we're doing long exposure and we have a tripod, it means we can stay out here longer, and as the light fades, we just increase our shutter speed time and we can still get really nice shots. And sometimes once the lights on the pier come on, we have that reflection, and then what's left of light in the sky makes it some really nice photography. So we'll get ourselves nice and close to the water. We'll see how this works. Just right at the point where the waves come up. We have a 30-second exposure going on right now. And yeah, it's pretty nice. That should process well. Super pretty. I love the reflections and that color in the sky. Okay, we got a cool shot here. The water's coming up. Might get us. Yeah, might get us. That's okay. So we're still at f22. We could probably go up to like f16 or so because it's getting pretty dark out. But I'm gonna leave it f22, 30-second exposure, and watch what it does to this water. Watch this. Remember to turn around too. Like I turn around and like there's the moon. Obviously a phone shot, so it's not going to work. I'll try to get it, but that's pretty cool. We're getting close to full moon coming up through the trees. Beautiful. So we're loading the pictures onto the computer now. Thought of a couple other things I should have mentioned while I was out there when doing long exposure photography is the importance of a shutter release remote or a delayed timer on the camera, because when we're doing long exposure, physically pressing the shutter button can cause the camera to shake even just a little bit. And if it shakes just even a tiny bit in that fraction of a second that you push the button, it can mess up the whole picture. It'll be soft and blurry and just not good. I've made the mistake plenty of times. And now I have a remote shutter, so I don't have to touch the camera to actually take the picture. Or you can just go to the menu settings and set a 2-second timer. so that you push the shutter button physically, but then the camera waits 2 seconds, gives it time to settle, and then takes the exposure. And that'll just help get a crisp photograph every time. So something that I should have mentioned while I was out there and I didn't. Okay, so now I'm going to process some photos and put them here when I'm done. Thank you for joining me tonight. That was epic fun. I don't know if we're going to get anything or not, but I just know that I had a bunch of fun, and that's really what matters. And I hope you did too.